Hey everybody, welcome back to Injustice, Gods Among Us. We're now this timeline's Batman, trying to save our timeline's Batman. To do that, we have to fight Catwoman, who was sort of kind of on our side, but then double-crossed us anyway, but she said she did it to protect us, and apparently we think she's lying, because we're kicking her ass. At least, we're trying to. And we were talking about DC movies, which I might seem negative about, but trust me, I'm not, man. I love superhero movies. It's easier to talk about the things that you don't like, talk about the things that you do like. Just like Batman v Superman. You know, there's a lot of hate about that movie. And I agree with some of those things. I mean, Superman's, well, you know, story wasn't really thought out, but then again, Batman, you know, Ben Affleck Batman was freaking awesome. Best Batman in a movie ever. And, you know, Wonder Woman showed up, which was pretty cool. Then again, how they introduced Cyborg and Aquaman was a little bit meh. The Lex Luthor was horrible. I mean, a lot of people complain about Doomsday. You know, that he looked kind of like a cave troll or like Abomination from the Hulk, but I mean, it was kind of cool how maybe it wasn't the best portrayal of a villain ever, but you know, how they fought him together, that was kind of cool. And then again, major spoiler, the way Superman died was, well, kind of well done. I mean, I like the part with the nuclear explosion more, where you saw him actually, you know, completely mutilated in space and then recharging. And then coming back to Earth and grabbing the spear and like, I'm the only one who can do this, Lois, I love you, bye-bye. You know, that was, the battle sequences and stuff are really cool.
You joined the wrong side, Selina.
He took you in, trained you. Sure, he can be an uptight jerk, but you abandon him for Superman?
I'm not Dick Grayson.
This is Damien Wayne.
Wayne?
His son. But Superman's been more of a father than you ever were.
You stopped being my son when you killed Dick Grayson. He was my son.
Ooh, fighting Nightwing. This world's Nightwing. I like the costume though. But anyway, guys, trust me when I say, definitely not a DC hater. I love all the freaking animated movies. They're all like, oh, beautiful. And I grew up with the, you know, the Batman movies as well. And trust me when I say, I have a lot of DC comics. Because I love Marvel and DC, I love them both. But often story-wise, and especially villain-wise, the DC comics pretty ownage, man. Even back in the day, when the Marvel comics were still like a little bit simplified stories. And I'm talking like 80s. DC was all like kick-ass, darker stories, complicated plot lines. Especially Batman. I mean, Superman and Aquaman were still a little bit like happy joy joy. But the Batman comics are so good. And the trend is still going, man. The Batman comics are still strong. Comics like The Long Halloween, Hush, the whole Owl series. So sweet. Now recently I bought a new one, and that's one of Neil Adams. I haven't completely read it yet. It's Batman Odyssey. And Neil Adams was back in the day was an awesome DC writer and artist. I mean, he did both. And he came back to DC to do this Batman Odyssey story. And I heard Kevin Smith talk about it. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm getting that one too. So I'm gonna read it, and maybe I'll talk about it in another video, because I'm not even halfway through yet, because it's a big read.
You're dead to me.
You okay?
Let's get moving. You're what all the fuss is about. I could say the same about you.
Can't fight it. Next one might not miss.
Raven.
Surrender, Batman. I have you now. You can't keep this up.
You're not so tough.
You're testing my patience.
Archery's a hobby.
I'll apologize later. Raven, show yourself.
Don't tell the others about this, huh? Easy there, tough guy.
Can you walk? Get him outside.
I'm not leaving
Just
you.
go.
Well, look what I found. Time to end the insurgency.
Okay, Yellow Lantern. You're about to get your ass kicked. Now, but like I said, man, I grew up with all these comic book heroes, and it always stuck by me, man. Sure, there were periods that I didn't buy a lot of comics, or I just would read them in the store while I was waiting for the bus, you know, when I got out of school, stuff like that. But I really got into the X-Men too, because the story were a little, you know, darker. They were actually about, you know, racism and fear of the unknown. The stories were really strong. And I'm like, whoa, this is not just a comic book, man. This is true stuff. And I started to appreciate Spider-Man more because, you know, I was a kid going to school. He had all this trouble, you know, making friends and stuff like that. You know, balancing a superhero life with his personal life. I just love that stuff, man. And I also read Batman, you know, because I wanted to feel smart. Because he was a detective, and there were stories like with clues and stuff like that, and you wouldn't like get it until like page 22 or something. You're like, oh fuck yeah, that's what the clue meant, and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty sweet. Now in my country, you couldn't get all of the comics. There's just some sort of weird pre-selection, what would get published and what wouldn't. And there were, no, I might be a little bit wrong, but in the beginning at least they had Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
Superman is the enemy, Hal, not me.
Cutscene again. I'll be quiet.
Isn't this the part where we disappear?
Damn.
You thought you could fool me, Bruce? Like he did? This isn't about Joker. It's about you. I perfected this world. So many lives lost because I held back when I should have used all my power. For what? To control? To oppress? I could have prevented Metropolis, saved my family. Crime took my family too, Clark. If you weren't the gun, now. Watchtower.
Details from Stryker's Island are still sketchy. Insurgent forces attacked there nearly 90 minutes ago.
What? Andre's there now? Let's go live to Andre Garcia. Andre?
Thanks, Rob. It's chaos out here. High Counselor Superman and his One-Earth forces are battling waves of giant insect-like sea creatures. The metahumans are holding their own, but the regular military is in disarray.
With Batman in custody, is there any sign of who's directing this attack?
No idea. Can't see enough from our vantage point.
Have the creatures breached the prison's defenses?
Doesn't look like it. So far, the fighting is focused on the prison's...
Seal appendage armor. Activate reactor core. Begin preflight check.
All systems nominal. All inputs tethered. Neural command schema now online.
Damage assessment.
Reserve energy drain. Engaging solar recharge. Propulsion system offline.
How long?
Full restoration in 15 minutes.
Damn.
Humpty Dumpty fell through a truck. Humpty Dumpty's suit is all...
Love the color. Matches your eyes. It is quite spiffy.
Unless you want Superman to succeed, step aside. Both of you.
You trying to beat Superman? Your bestest buddy?
A deception. Created so I could aid the insurgency.
Well then, how about we share? Theodore, will you help Mr. Luthor out of my...
Okay guys, next time we'll battle Harley Quinn, for real.
I don't think so.
And talk about my comic book history. Till then guys, thanks for watching.